Hello friends. Well, here we are again, and okay, so I did this show about McAfee, and I found out shortly after I did the show on McAfee that there's a story that exists about a list, sort of a short list, that was Satoshi's email list, I guess, and the people that were on it are speculations, and the people that are speculated to be on it are Hal Finney, McAfee, and also Julian Assange. And that makes a lot of sense. So I just kind of want to see, we're going to do a read on Julian Assange, because if he was rumored to be on that short list, I think it'd be good to know. So let's see what the story is with him. I don't think Julian Assange is off-world. I mean, I think he is off-world now doing work, but I think he's not in jail. I don't think he's dead. I think he didn't want to give up his access to this realm, probably for purposes of visiting children or something. And so he is still considered alive, but incarcerated. So we don't see him. We don't need access to him. Anyway, that's my thought. So let's see what comes up in the cards. So Julian Assange, what do we want to know about you? Listen with all your heart. The universe is speaking. Yeah, that was quite a story a number of years ago. I kind of got wrapped up in that because, I don't know, I just happened to be at the right place at the right time, and there was Julian Assange. So, yeah, kind of a hero. Not kind of, very much so a hero. Chelsea Manning also was going on at that time, back in the day. So, yeah, I don't know, Chelsea Manning. That's interesting. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Julian Assange. Life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which will you focus on? Yeah, that's for sure. That movie about him is kind of interesting. Kind of gives you a sense of who he was, but that's about it. I don't know that I trust the details. Okay, Julian Assange. It would be nice to see him step out, maybe soon. Yeah, Snowden. All that stuff was going on too. That monument with the chairs and the empty chairs. Are you going to be the one to step up? Snowden. We should do Snowden too. I want to say he might be the kid. Okay, Assange. Slow but steady. Snail's pace, slow but steady. Yeah, slow but steady, divine timing. Okay, now, these are very old cards, but this is my old favorite deck here. So, bring us some truth, old favorite deck. Tell us about Julian Assange. Okay. Alright. There's our corner. Alright. Okay, so Julian Assange, how you showing up? Oh, Knight of Swords. Are we upside down? Yeah, deck's upside down. Knight of Swords, so swift movement of truth. What's crossing him? Page of Swords. Yeah. Being the investigator. Finding things out. Learning. Studying. Understanding. Truth. Coming from. Hoping to achieve. Going to. Tools. Whoops. Okay, how are you showing up? How do you see yourself? Environment. Hopes and fears. And final outcome. Let's leave this one like this, and we'll come to it later. Okay, so showing up as the Knight of Swords, so the Knight of Truth, fast movement. He's the fastest moving knight. He is about air, thoughts, words. Yeah. So yeah, that's him. I think that's pretty accurate. The Page of Swords is what's crossing him, so maybe finding out information is challenging him, or holding information, or knowing information. Yeah, I'll bet you that's it. It's about knowing information. He comes from a place of action and motivation and activity, a young man setting out in the world to do some damage, it seems. Nine of Swords is, he's hoping to create everyone realizing the situation we're in. Wake up everybody, there's stuff going on we need to know about, this is not good. That's what he's hoping to achieve, and I think he did that. His future is a wheel of fortune. He's changing the fortune of himself, but also the world. He's he's pushing the wheel. Like some of our other friends, he's pushing the wheel. He's saying, yeah, we're going to do this, and I'm going to make it happen. He is a beacon of truth. He is a beacon and a foundation of truth and integrity. And he sees himself having to make some choices. He had to select what was given to him, which was a mission, and he had to, maybe it was thrust upon him because of his intelligence, his intellect. He finds himself in the tower, which makes sense because the world is crumbling, and it's a lot because of what he did. Although there was groundwork, and there were others also involved in what's going on. That could also involve the Twin Tower situation. He probably knew more than he wanted to let on about the Twin Towers situation, as Chelsea Manning was also revealing to us. There's a lot of stuff that was coming out back then. The Hierophant, he is concerned about the man in charge, this religion of society, this Satan oppression, but he's also becoming the Hierophant because he is finding a better way. He's a hero. People look up to him. He is a leader. So it's both ways with this card. And the final outcome is being cast aside. Yeah, he certainly was cast aside. Incarcerated. He's been, what, in jail for, I don't know, 20 years? More, longer? Most of his life. So, I don't know. Is that true? Well, but that's the story that's out there. That's his story. So, there you go. Pretty straightforward. Not a lot of emotional stuff, not a lot of, you know, we got a lot of major arcana. We got the Tower, the Hierophant, the Wheel of Fortune. We've got aces. So, interesting reading. Pretty straightforward, though. I think this guy is very direct. And I think he's a lot of air. He must be, I don't know, what do they say? Aquarius, Libra Aquarius. Something like that. Something like that. It's air. Swords, swords, swords. There's some cups. But I think that was, you know, what was thrust upon him. Swords. A lot of swords, a lot of thinking. Very intellectual, in his head. Pisces, maybe? No. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Okay, here we go. I want to say Aquarius. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. Well, there's our Pisces card. Meditate and contemplate. Yeah, also in your head. In his head. Okay, new moon in Pisces. All the way at the end. Okay, this card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests that there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. Use your feelings to guide your way. Yeah, all in. Logic won't work right now. Face your fears, they may be holding you back. The situation is being healed. It's time to surrender to the divine. Chant Om Namo Narayani. Avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. Pisces is a sign of reveries and mysteries, of depths of emotion, idealism, and hopeless romantics. It is a sign of water and the unconscious. Its energy is deep, like watery depths. The new moon in Pisces indicates a time to listen to your feelings and allow your emotions to reign free. Whatever you're feeling as you pull this card is more likely than the truth, unless you've been kidding yourself somehow, and only you know if that's the case or not. Yeah, that could be. I mean, that's really the way I'm feeling about this guy. Okay, let's see what animal shows up for Julian Assange. And on a personal note, I wish him well. If there's anything I can do, let me know. Okay. Julian, are you the Scorpion? Well, that's interesting. That's rarely come up. Scorpion with a sting in his tail. I'm guessing you're fire. Scorpion, passionate, competitive, tends towards isolation. I'll say, the Scorpion is a passionate and determined creature. Their career is very important to them, as are a few select friends. Sometimes the Scorpion's heat festers and they focus on an unresolved event from the past, usually a situation where they were left feeling burned. The Scorpion card says it's time to come clean about your feelings so everyone can heal and you can get back to your usual fiery but fun self. Wild and free, fierce. Boy, if that doesn't describe Julian Assange, I don't know what does. And sting, yes, watch him, he stings. Is he a Scorpio? I don't know. I don't know. I have to look these people up, but I do the read here. I don't want facts. I want what this is telling me. Okay, I'm going to pick these up and we're going to talk about Bitcoin now. Put you over here. Okay, so a relationship to Bitcoin, the original Bitcoin list. Were you on it? Were you part of it? Fess up, my son. Tell me what you know. It's time for us to know. Come talk to me, Julian Assange, and tell me what I can find out here about your relationship to Bitcoin and its introduction into the world. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, Let's see what we got here. So he shows up as somebody with a strategy. That's pretty consistent for somebody who was on the team. They all kind of have this strategy card that sort of arrives. They're figuring out that yeah, we need something. Maybe they were saying, okay, notified. Alright, we're thinking about this. How can you help? What can you do? A lot of fast movement, and if anything, that's him. He's jumping from one place to another. He's slippery. He's quick on his feet and quick in his mind. He is sort of embattled. However, he is seen as a hermit. He is seen as one who is isolated and off and thinking and working alone. He feels embattled. He's coming in fast, but he is essentially cast aside. He is one of the people who has been cast aside. He's, walking among the satanics, and he's, carefully walking a thin line. There's also this energy of changing the world. And that is another consistent card that comes up when you talk about the origins of Bitcoin. These two cards pretty consistently come up. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say he's on there. We don't have an ace, but, being cast aside, changing the world, having a strategy, being embattled. Maybe he wasn't directly involved, but they certainly talked to him. And maybe he was running a distraction while everybody else was working on something else. Because boy, did he run a distraction. Everybody's eyes were on him for a while. So he might have been running the distraction. He was the red herring, and everybody was chasing him while something else was going on, somewhere else. There's multiple projects happening simultaneously, so I can't imagine that couldn't be true. But I don't think he was so much involved in the creation. I think he was more involved in the implementation and the strategic release of the situation. But, you could put his face on this guy's body and you would see Julian Assange. Talk about embattled, yes. So therefore, he is isolated, which he has been. He was in London for a while hiding. He's been hiding in lots of places. But again, I don't think he was strategic in the creation. I think he was more strategic in the implementation of the operation, of the release. I really think what he did and put his life on the line and put himself out there to draw attention to himself while other things were happening. I think that was one of the critical operations. And it was a sting. And he is a sting. So yeah, is anybody surprised that this is showing up? Because, seriously, if this isn't the story of Julian Assange, I don't know what is. But like I said, I'm getting the sense that he's in his head a lot, and consequently, air energy, king of air, something like that. Okay, my friend, well, thank you for what you did. You are truly one of my heroes. Like I said, if there's anything I can do, let me know. Okay, and we're going to keep investigating this. We're going to keep looking into this because I'm curious. I want to find out more. Alright, thanks for your time. Thanks for your likes, shares, and subscribes. 35 is an extraordinary number for me, and I'm just looking to get better and stronger. So, let's do it. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.